stretcher here. He's been in and out of the team. He has also been deployed centrally and on the flank. The man who was part of the team that won the 2023 Indian Ocean Islands game. They beat Reunion in extra time. And he's already had to be replaced here. That is terribly unfortunate for Manitrusa. And it is Patrick who gets his big moment in the semi-final, a little unexpectedly. It's a good strong run. Sudan have prevented the corner. Gregas, who scored against Tanzania in the group stages. Madagascar's first goal in the competition. They were already 2-0 down to a couple of strikes from Clement Mzize by that stage, though. This is Nicolas. Zalina has 4 goal contributions for Madagascar in this tournament. He's been very, very impressive, and he's one of those who have started every single game now for Madagascar, along with the goalkeeper Toldo and Tony at centre half. As this one is behind for a corner. A little bit of distress for Rado Nyana, as well as Ahmed Tabanja. Tabanja, the only player for Sudan who is walking that caution tightrope and could miss the next match. Now both players back up. Played short. Helped back in with the head and then struck fairly inaccurately by Tuki. But via the deflection. So another corner for Madagascar. Jawa came short for the last one. No such option this time around. Off-swinging delivery, fairly easily repelled by Altayeb Abdul Razak. And there's a last look at the departing Manitrusa. Khadir, he's given it away. The cutback is good. Edge of the area struck by Lalana. Now sprayed out wide, where they've been having some great success up to this point. Gregas needs skills. Laid off once again. The acrobatic cross is away, and Mohamed Tayer nods it towards Musa Hussein. Now Mahamoud. Simbo. Haven't really had a chance to settle yet, Sudan. One in the air by Tony. Lalana. Lalana again. Can't get the return pass from Patrick. Tony and Radoniana combined to get the ball away. But Radoniana with some work to do up against Musa Hussein. That pass split the defense, but wasn't well enough read by the forwards. Excellent ball from Waladin Kedir. Kedir, who will turn 30 next month. Plays his football for Al Hilal. He's earning his 53rd international cap this evening. Patrick. Bundled over by Mahamoud. Mahamoud getting his opportunity. The absence of Salahuddin Al-Hassan. Mahamoud from Wad Madani, 31-year-old. Spent the last 9 years at Al Merrikh, where he joined from Al Ali Atbara. Mohamed Al-No Adam Said, better known as Mohamed Abuja, hero in the previous game against Algeria. Several saves during regulation time and then 2 in the penalty shootout. Sending his side through to the semi-finals of the African Nations Championship for the first time since 2018. A dismal outing at the previous edition in Algeria. Very little room for error in a 3-team group, along with Madagascar and Ghana. Patrick. Lalana. Oh, using his pace to good effect here. A little give and go is not particularly good, but back with Gregas once again. Now Musa Hussein. Radoniana sticks in a foot. Foul from Musa Ali Hussein, among the 7 who have now started every single game. Just a little clip on Patrick from Mohamed Mahmoud. In comes the resultant free kick. Tossed in by Bono for Lalana. And Tuki down the line. Mazin Fadul losing possession. Sudan, due to that championship round that they played in July, only assembled a few days before the tournament, only had a couple of training sessions. But at least the players that arrived were match fit from their club exploits. Bashada will be the man to toss this in. 19-year-old from Al Hilal ends up in the gloves of Toldo. Christened Ramandi Pessoa, Lalana Rijaka Michel. That goes by Toldo after the Italian great Francesco Toldo. Promising again from Madagascar. The setup is decent. And the block on Dregas' shot. This looks better from Sudan. Ball squared and a horrible ricochet ends up in the back of the net, but the flag was immediately up on this near side from Gulen Gila. Now Musa Hussein caused an own goal against Algeria after the ball had been handed to him very cheaply by Arem Alilet. Surged forward to launch a shot at goal. There's a clear indication that it was offside when it broke to him. Good take from Hussein. Oh, lovely skill from the youngster. Digs out across for Taya, who nods it back, and then the acrobatic effort from Fadul, grabbed by Toldo. Well, it seems like Musa Ali Hussein has got going now on that left-hand flank. Widely regarded as one of the most promising youngsters to come out of Sudan in a very long time. Operating in the wide position there, being ever-present, along with another youngster in Fadul, who's 17 years of age. High boot here with Mohamed Mahmoud down, and a card brandished in the direction of Nicolas. Goes by just his first name, Nicolas Randria Manampisoa. 24 years of age now, Nicholas, born in Androvola, Voipeno. Three Man of the Match awards for Toldo already at this tournament. Well struck. It's repelled by Toldo. Effort from Khadir was perhaps not far enough either side of him. That's good footwork from Toldo, who shuffles across. Can read the direction of the free kick. Certainly not a bad strike. This is back with Abdul Razir. Take by Radoniana, forwards inaccurately by Nicolas. Bono misplacing his pass. Attempted 72 passes against Kenya. And he had 112 touches as well, both tournament highs for a Madagascar player, although the fact that they went to extra time, of course, influenced that. But perhaps most impressively, 4 out of 4 tackles for young Bono, who is only 18 years old. In fact, he only turned 18 in July. Been one of the most impressive fullbacks at this tournament. Sudan this evening become the first country that Madagascar meet for a second time at a Chan tournament. Toldo gets behind that fierce cross really well. There had already been a flag raised though. 10 different nations have been to the Chan final. One of these two sides will become the 11th. And what it does is actually continues a trend of fresh finalists in recent editions. Each of the last 4 tournaments have featured at least one team in the final who hadn't previously been crowned champs. 2022, Senegal and Algeria, first-time finalists. Mali reached their first final. Well, Morocco rather, and Nigeria did so in 2018. Feno Asina dispossessed. It's a lovely ball slid through here for Musa Hussein. Cuts it to the edge of the area. Madagascar have dealt with it this time around. Lalina. Finding Njau. Shada. His pass, turning the ball to Madagascar with Gregas, then almost immediately fouled. Good ball into space here for Lalina, who's hooked it forward for Njawo. Has a chance, puts it wide. Referee says corner kick. Lalina with a really cute little ball into the box there. Feno Hasina touching it into the path of Njawo. So corner number 3 for Madagascar. Floated into the 18-yard area. Retrieved by Patrick. Tuki. Big punt upfield for Mohamed Teya. Now Nicolas taking over. Patrick. This is Tuki. First start came at left back in their third match against Central African Republic, with Bono pushed up into a left wing position for that game. This is his 4th start since then. Now partnering Tony at centre-back, with Cloud having started the tournament alongside Tony initially. Mazin Simbo, 23-year-old, plays for Al Hilal. Was part of the Chan squad in 2022. Well, 2022 edition, rather. Staged in 2023. He just made his national team debut. Before that, 1-0 friendly win over Chad. Teya's physicality proved to be one of the key differences for Sudan against Algeria. Now, Madagascar looking to make something happen and get themselves another corner. Defensive work done by Al-Tayeb Abdul Razik. Against the youngster Bono. 15 years between those two players in terms of age. So Madagascar have taken it short. Nicolas, speculative efforts. Crack towards goal, straight into the shins of Teya. Omer, over the top brilliantly. Al Hussein bearing down on goal. This is his moment. Well, great recovery from Madagascar. As Tony gets back. And Musa Ali Hussein perhaps a touch letting him down. Showed far too much of the ball to the two defenders that were desperately trying to scamper back into possession. Patrick. Rodriguez for Lalina. Good ball played down the flank, but foul off the ball from Rodriguez. Mantiniana, Razafima Hatana. Rodriguez. For the sake of brevity and trying to effectively name the players as they get on the ball, it would be virtually impossible to do that, where we're using their given names. Nicholas down under the challenge. Plays for Fossa Juniors now, but a formerly with Disciples. In his debut just under 2 years ago against Mauritania. 2-1 friendly defeat in a match played in Morocco. Rodriguez the foul on Tabanja. The referee was just waiting for him to get up and he can receive his yellow card. Celebrated his 21st birthday last month. Gregas plays for CFFA. As part of the team, as many of these players are, that competed in the 2025 CASAFA Championship. Sudan keep the pressure on. Kadir has managed to find Tabanja, who has almost inexplicably given it away to Lalina. World Cup qualifiers coming up in September. Both these sides are still technically in contention, both third in their groups, as Njawa races onto this one. In for Bono. Oh! Oh, it's a delectable cross. And that Feno Hasina, who has scored in 2 games running, should have been putting away. He met it powerfully, but off target with the header. It was quite some way off target in the end. Patrick with a little dart forward. Forward by Tuki. Bono. Lalina. Sees some movement up ahead of him. He's played a delightful ball out wide, and Radoniana Wasn't able to keep it alive for Madagascar. But Lalina once again showing his incredible vision. Scored the third goal against Sudan when these sides met in the group stages. It's the 2022 edition. Taya losing out. Bono receiving from Tuki and Nicholas. Tony. Turned 31 last month, did Tony. Plays for El Jeco Plus, current league champions. His second stint there. Initially joined back in 2020 from Fossa Juniors. Then went on to play briefly in Mauritius before rejoining El Jeco in 2022. Fenoasina, Razafimaro has won the free kick, and Mazin Simbo is the second Sudanese player to be cautioned, along with Momatea. And the fourth player this evening to see yellow. Lalina standing over this. 2 assists already in this competition. He's making a great case, one of the midfielders for the best 11. So, not the best ball from Lalina. Will be retrieved here by Nicolas. Great running from Mazin Fadul. It's the exuberance of youth. The teenager getting upfield swiftly to apply pressure. Great skill, and now Omar laying it off to Mr. Hussein. Still Hussein, and he scored in their opening game against Congo. Kadir dispossessed. Madagascar players swarming forward. Into space here for Gregas. Doesn't quite have the pace to burst past Altayeb. Veteran of the team, 33 years old, born in Kosti, it's a city south of Khartoum. Nicolas does have a decent long throw. He's got some distance on that. Claimed by Mohamed Abuja. Nicely tossed back into play to find Tabanja. Tay. In comes a fairly decent cross from the big man, who would have loved to be on the receiving end of that kind of quality. Abdul Razir. Bushara. Decent enough defending from Madagascar. Jawo. Nicolas. Still he goes on. It's a wonderful run from Nicolas. Now can he free a teammate? He's just about been able to smuggle it to Feno Asina, who loses the ball. Amatea handles. No, he's already been booked for handling the ball, although that was in the box and far more deliberate early in this game. Decent ball in behind and scooped into the box. Well, only Feno Hasina was really waiting to receive. Be another opportunity here from the throw-in for Nicolas to toss it long. Decent distance on his previous attempt. Sudan yet to be behind at this tournament. And Musa Hussein was already on the move the moment a teammate won it, and he's been dispossessed illegally here by Tony, who goes into the referee's book. Third player from the Berea to be cautioned. And it helped Aljeko Plus win their first league title. They beat the Army team Kosva in a playoff final to claim it. Along with the likes of Toldo, who had just joined halfway through the season. Fadul. Down the liner. Dawo. And Bono forward. Well, other than that meeting at the African Nations Championship, the previous edition, which Madagascar won 3-0. Met a couple of times in qualifying for the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations. Jao was dispossessed by Khadir to match day 1 in 2017. Feet of Bono now, and Nicolas has put too much on that pass. Madagascar beat Sudan, their first ever meeting. That came in 2017 and 2019 AFCON qualifying. Won 3-1 and met again on match day 5 in 2018 in Antananarivo. Sudan won 3-1, was the only points that they actually managed in that qualifying. But Madagascar actually already had 10 points and couldn't be caught by either Sudan or Equatorial Guinea. As Nicolas puts in another long throw, but this time Mohamed Abuja has decided he'll come and claim those big throws. So Sudan, part of the Madagascar's qualifying group, as they actually earned their spot at the very first AFCON in 2019. So Sudan do feature in the footballing history of Madagascar. Edge of the area are coming together between Radoniana and Razif, who's stayed down. The referee perhaps ruling that he had just stood his ground was Abdul Razif Omar going to latch back onto that ball. Entered into 2 additional minutes. Tony forward. Away by Al Tayyib. Joined Al Hilal from Al Ali Shendi in 2020. Winning his 11th cap this evening. Good CAF Champions League experience over the years for Al Tayyib. He's played at the Benjamin Mkapa National Stadium before and has had success here. Provided an assist this past season actually for Adama Koulibaly to open the scoring against Yanga at this venue in a 2-0 group stage win. He's found Simba. So the first half of this semi-final tussle between Madagascar and Sudan is in the books. It is 0-0. Toldo has made a couple of sharp interventions. Sudan hitting the target with all 3 of their shots so far, but there's nothing to report in terms of goals. 0-0 after 45 minutes. There's been a flurry of yellow cards in this this opening period. Not to say necessarily that it's been an ill-tempered affair. That's 5 yellow cards already in the opening 45. But mercifully for the players out there that are walking that caution tightrope, none of them have been booked. So Madagascar have an edge in terms of possession, almost 57%, but have managed to hit the target just once from the half a dozen shots that they've mustered. Passes, not all too much to separate them, about 40 more passes for Madagascar, who have been slightly more accurate. And it is Sudan who've made more fouls, but they've also been more successful with their tackles. Sudan, 10 tackles won as opposed to 9 for Madagascar, who come into this game as the semi-finalists who have won the most tackles and have moved above 60 now after today's first 45.
to own a home? Welcome to Boma Yangu, a Kenyan government initiative offering affordable home ownership opportunities to every Kenyan. We have projects across the entire country. With a deposit of 5% the value of the house and a fixed interest rate of as low as 3%, your journey to home ownership begins. Log in to the eCitizen portal or dial *832#. Register with 200 shillings only and start saving via mobile money, debit card or credit card to achieve the required deposit. From the listed housing developments, select your preferred location and apply for a housing unit to begin your journey towards home ownership. Prices start from 640,000 Kenya shillings. Visit Boma Yangu at www.bomayangu.go.ke. Brought to you by Affordable Housing Board. Makao bora, jukumu letu.
Hii ni mpya. Apuka watalike ni nyumbani. Ni mpya. Tuko na aina nyingi. Fajiproof. Hata hii kama mpya. Yote tuko nayo hata sisi.
Kenya's first tintable waterproofing paint.
Si niliwaambia. Halo. Niletee kama kawaida.
Kama sio kavagara, wacha kiumane.
Hii chapati ni tamu sana.
Omera, sere bila kavagara, sio sere.
Dukani usitishe unga, itisha kavagara.
Mimi twende. Boss, uko sawa?
Niko sawa, ni vile niko na calls mingi. It's a busy day, you know.
Kazi lazima ichape.
By the way, nice background.
Faster speeds, better experiences. Over 50 million Kenyans. One network. Safaricom. Popote ulipo.
Mkulima, usiteseke tena. Make your farming simple by adopting the new Magna irrigation system from Elgon, Kenya.
Nini kimekufanyikia mguu? Mimi nimechoka na hii ukulima. Wacha nikafanya biashara nyingine. Mimi uchoka kila saa nikinyunyuzia hii mimea maji, lakini hainawiri.
Wewe ndio haujajua siri ya urembo bado.
That ranges from drip lines, sprinklers, water pumps, sprayers, and generators. This is a convenient way to unrivaled yields. Elgon, Kenya. Transforming farms and lives through technology.
Anaichanja ndani uzuri David!
Michuano ya CAF ya mataifa ya Afrika 2024 ni njia ya kuzindua kupanua mtandao wa wachezaji ulimwenguni. Timu itakayoshinda itazawadiwa dola za Marekani milioni 3.5 pamoja na kujivunia kulinyanyua kombe hilo. Pata manufaa zaidi kutoka kwa CHAN 2024 mubashara na kipute cha kipekee kwenye runinga ya KBC Channel 1, mwenzio wa dhati michezoni.
At the heart of Kenya's transport infrastructure is the Mechanical and Transport Directorate, MTD, under the Ministry of Roads and Transport. We oversee a network of services spread across 24 strategic regions, ensuring efficiency in plant and transport services nationwide, from road construction and maintenance to the provision of specialized equipment to manufacturing services. We support infrastructural development across the country. We carry out inspection and valuation of government vehicles, plant and equipment in view of pre-delivery, repair and maintenance and disposal. We also inspect second-hand imported motor vehicles for roadworthiness as per KEBS KS 1515 and conduct occupational tests for drivers and operators. For more information, visit mtd.go.ke or call 0718 976 445. The Mechanical and Transport Directorate, Quality Mechanical and Plant Services. There is something that drives us to become the people we are, the people we care most about. Thanks to Madison Better Life Medical Cover, your family can now have access to the best care 24/7. Go ahead, take on the world with Madison Better Life Medical Cover today. Call us today on 0709 922 666. Madison Group, life without worry.
Are you ready to turn your passion into a profession? Welcome to Sensei College, where innovation meets action. At Sensei, we don't just teach, we train, we equip with hands-on market-driven courses. Join thousands of Kenyans and the rest of the world who have launched their careers with just an idea. Our friendly learning environment, modern facilities, and skilled instructors give you the support you need to thrive. Looking for industry-based training with real tools, real skills, and real outcomes? Look no further. Call 0705 000 777.
Attention all journalists in Kenya. The Media Council of Kenya, MCK, is calling you to apply or renew your 2025 press card now. It's fast and easy. Just log on to your online portal at www.mediacouncil.or.ke. For more information, email us at accreditation@mediacouncil.or.ke or call 0110 131 447 or visit us at Britam Center, Nairobi, or our Mombasa, Meru, Nakuru, and Kisumu offices. You can report violations or press freedom issues by calling us on 0702 222 111. Stay legit. Carry your press card on duty. Always ready, always professional. MCK, promoting press freedom and responsible journalism.
Magharibi mwa Kenya. Maisha ya familia moja maskini yanaelea kwenye ukingo wa taabu.
Umetoa wapi hizi pesa?
Dadi, umeiba.
Mwizi! Wewe ndio mwizi, unaiba mbuzi wangu.
Baba ni mlevi, ameitelekeza familia yake na inayumba.
Leo mimi sijalewa na bado una raha.
Andrew, adui mkubwa wa familia hii, anaichukia.
Nini mnapigania? Shamba.
Toka mbele yangu wewe.
Pate pesa zetu bwana.
Hauogopi Mungu, hauogopi shetani.
Congratulations Jina.
Nyamaza! Wanga kusema daktari anadanganya.
Kwa Josh, kilichosalia ni mzigo mkubwa zaidi kielimu kama atafaulu kujiunga na chuo na kimaisha. Je, atatoboa?
Goalless at this particular moment, but I can tell you it has been a very, very eventful match. I want to engage the two gentlemen with me in studio very quickly, Taras Wayaki and Josephat, Controller Murila. Quickly, starting with you, Taras, 0-0, but then we have 5 yellow cards between the sides, 3 for Madagascar, 2 for Sudan. What do you take of the first half?
And 7 fouls from Madagascar, 11 from Sudan. I think The game hasn't lived up to expectations. The stadium is empty. There's hardly any life to it. But the sides are evenly balanced, just as we expected that to happen. But we expected more life in the game. We expected to see cutthroat competition. Instead, what we've seen is dilly-dallying. The game is yet to start, my view.
Your view, Murila, we've seen so many opportunities, especially for Sudan. We have 6 shots and 3 of those on goal, and they did capitalize on them. And I know earlier on we had said it is the team that have the wits that are able to tactically capitalize on the mistakes of the other that will win the day.
Yes.
Again, quickly, from you.
The funny thing, the good thing is that Madagascar has maintained their flow of the game. They have maintained their possession. They have maintained their shape throughout the whole game. They are playing to their shape. Sudan are coming in a situation that they are not sure. They are running from either side. We against one is not working. So they are only using the high balls, and those high balls are not getting them anywhere.
While the high balls are not getting them anywhere, that's all we have time for. We will be here to analyze the post-match, and we still are expecting to see goals in this match.
So the players making their way back out now at the Benjamin Mkapa National Stadium in Dar es Salaam. This Total Energies African Nations Championship semi-final between Madagascar and Sudan. 2 sides that have been to this stage before but have never managed to progress to the finals. Sudan in 2011 knocked out by another COSAFA nation, Angola, on penalties. Whilst in 2018, they were dispatched by Nigeria. Madagascar lost to eventual champions Senegal at the previous edition. And Madagascar could become just the 2nd ever COSAFA nation after Angola in 2011 to make it through to the Chan showpiece. Whilst Sudan would become the first side from any area of East Africa, they are from Northeast Africa, to make it through to the final should they be the side to progress. Not to mention, from a Madagascar perspective, first ever island nation that would make the final. So there's a lot on the line for both of these sides. And it will be Sudan who get us back underway for this second period. Still deadlocked at 0-0 after 45 minutes. Extra time if necessary, and penalties beyond that if these sides still can't be separated after 120 minutes. Well, in the quarterfinals of this tournament, there was not a single first half goal scored. And the 2 goals netted fairly early into the second half of 2 of the quarterfinals. For Sudan, their own goal that Ghazala netted after the pressure from Mohamed Hussein and the shot from Mohamed Hussein. And Amita's goal for Kenya against Madagascar also came 3 minutes after the interval. Sudan's game against Algeria was the 12th in Chan quarterfinal history to need extra time. With Kenya's match against Madagascar having been the 11th. And they were the 7th and 8th games, quarterfinal games in Chan history respectively, that needed to be settled on penalties. And that follows on from an edition in Algeria where not a single one of the quarterfinal matches, for the very first time ever, went into extra time. Madagascar were fairly comfortable winners over Mozambique, who are making their second appearance at Chan, but were featuring in the knockouts for the very first time. 3-1 victors. To set up a semi-final meeting with Senegal, who scored very early into that last four tussle. And Madagascar, try as they might, just couldn't overturn the deficit or draw level. Njau was all the way back with Tuki. Patrick, the man who came on for Manitrisa in the first half, early in the first half. It's Tony. Dart down the flank. And that one will... I'll have another look here, and I can tell you that it's run away for a corner. This was the challenge. Sent Bono sprawling. Well, they don't want Bono getting space and time to cross. That left foot of his, the delivery that he can produce, quite extraordinary. 18 years of age, he's in your picture now, Bono. Playing for Disciples since the start of last season. And a very good delivery from the corner. Now Fena Hasina can't force his way past Simbo. Rodriguez scored a goal in the semi-finals of the 2025 COSAFA Championships, although it was a late consolation in a match they lost 4-1 to Angola. He was the top scorer in the 2025 Coupe de Madagascar, which was eventually won by Algeco Plus. Rodriguez's side, CFFA, lost 4-2 on penalties to Fanamalanga in the semi-finals. Murd finding Hussein. Gets the cross in, away by Tony. Not particularly well cleared now. Edge of the area, struck by Houdier. Over the crossbar. First Sudan goal came against Nigeria in 2021 AFCON, and they lost 3-1, and he scored again against Nigeria at this Chan tournament. Lalina, a man who had more accurate passes and more touches than anyone else in the field in the first half. In by Gregas. Call goes the way of Sudan. Yeah, looked to be quite a painful one there for Mahamoud. Earning his 41st international cap this evening. Pinged forward for Mohamed Teya. Now Sudan have a corner. So what, if anything, can they make of their first corner chance? Will be delivered in by Ahmed Tabanja, 24-year-old from Almere. Tabanja's delivery has caused all kinds of problems for the Malagasy defense. Tuki has stayed down after tangling here with Khadir. This delivery from Tabanja was a fairly decent one, far better than anything Madagascar have managed up to this point from their 5 corners. Fadul, 17 years of age, plays for El Wadi. Perhaps hasn't got as many opportunities as he would have liked to get on the ball. In fact, he's just joined Al Hilal from El Wadi in the past couple of weeks. Sudan have 2 very young wingers operating either side of Mohamed Taya. Contention there from Tony that the ball had gone out. And now Sudan have a corner. Ahmed Tabanja was promoted in 2018 at Almere as a 17-year-old. He's actually suffered 2 club defeats here at the Benjamin Mkapa Stadium versus Simba, 3-0 defeat in 2021, and versus Yanga, a 1-0 loss back in 2023. So he'd love to create some good memories at this venue. Tabanja's ball in is another testing one. And now Madagascar coming forward with it. A fairly aimless ball from Njawo. Nicholas cuts it out. Njawo with another opportunity to try and feed something accurately upfield. Bono, the man penalized. He is one of 3 Madagascar players out on the park currently that would be suspended should he be booked in this match. And the ref would have been justified in going to his pocket in that instance, had he chosen to. Nice little flick on from Taya. As in Simbo. to Mohamed Abuja, former Al Hilal man, and now plays for Al Zamala. Tournament experience with the under-20s back in 2017, under-20 AFCON in Zambia. Sudan appeared at that particular tournament for the first time in 20 years. And he made his debut, Sudan's goalkeeper, for the senior national side in a World Cup qualifier in 2021, ended in a 3-0 defeat to Morocco. Now he might have some work to do here. Feno Hasina. Oh, he's given it away really easily. Poor pass. So, Mubarak Abdallah. Coming on to replace Mohamed Taya. Stayed out for the full 120 minutes against Algeria, despite starting for the very first time in that match. He'll be replaced by the 22-year-old from El Merreikh. He's turned 22 last month, Mubarak Abdallah. Came off the bench in each of Sudan's group games. Spooned over as Madagascar still failing to really test Mohamed Abuja. Just one of their 7 shots so far have been on target. Rising well was Nicolas Njau. Good tackling by Mahamoud. He's 100% with his tackling this evening. There's Mohamed Mahamoud. Now the cross in with only Gregas waiting. Easy claim for Mohamed Abuja. He's immediately punted it downfield, looking for the fresh man, Abdallah. Oh, miscued clearance from Ahmed Tabanja, when Abuja would likely have got his boot through that. Mohamed Abuja, who helped Al Zamala to 4th place in the championship group in Sudan. It was played over the course of July, a game every 3 days. So they qualified for the CAF Confederation Cup. He has a game against Dekidaya from Mogadishu in Somalia. They're cup champs in Somalia, coming up at the end of, or the middle and the end of September. Some more big moments on the continent for Mohamed Abuja. Oh, another corner that comes to practically nothing from a Madagascar perspective. And several of the half-dozen corners that they've had so far have all had the same shape, have all not really got anywhere near the players that are congregated. wasted avenue for them. Tabanja will celebrate his 25th birthday next month. They have CAF Champions League preliminary round games to play. Do Almere having come second in the championship group. Kregas down under the challenge. Legal, says the referee, as Tabanja thumps it away. Radonian. Another less than effective set piece. Nicolas. Made some fantastic runs in the first half. And knowing what a danger he is, Mahmoud has hauled him down. So this stop in play has given Madagascar an opportunity to make some changes. Jawo is making way alongside Kregas. And we'll see the introduction here of the 24-year-old Ryan, who made his debut at the 2022 CASAFA Cup, as well as Tukiniana, 24-year-old from Antananarivo, who scored that crucial goal against the Central African Republic. And Madagascar were looking to stay alive in Group B. Came on as a sub. 84 minutes into that encounter, netted the goal that put them ahead, then was responsible for perhaps the worst ever miss in Chan history, not just at this edition, but of all time. They did go on to win that game by 2-0 with Lalana netting in injury time. Oh, strike towards goal, another one goes wide. This time from Bono. Made his national team debut just a couple of months ago at the CASAFA Cup. It has good CAF Champions League experience, albeit only a couple of games in the prelim rounds. 90 minutes in both legs against Orlando Pirates of South Africa. They actually held the Buccaneers to a 0-0 draw at home before they lost 4-0 away. The work from Tabanja, fouled by Tukiniana. There's Tukiniana. Nicolas. Lalana. Tuki. Plays the first time ball. It's a good one. Rolled across here, but just not accurately enough. Well, he is the kind of man that can make things happen. Lalana looking for his third assist of the tournament. Now up the other end. Musa Hussein. Substitute Abdallah. Sting and turning. But the second assistant from Liberia had seen enough Musa Hussein offside initially in the build-up, and he was just waiting to see how things might develop. Ali Hussein, promoted in 2023 at Almere. The player he idolizes is the Ivorian Wilfried Zaha. Reports out there say his club side blocked a trial at QPR a couple of months back. This highly rated youngster did help qualify the team for this tournament, scored in both legs of their Chan qualifier against Ethiopia. They won 4-1 on aggregate. That's a sub that the coach has made with regularity. He did in the previous game. The 32-year-old Awad replaces the youngster Fadul. Awad, who joined Almere last year from Al Ahly Khartoum, about 18 months back now. In from Nicholas. Away only as far as Lalana. Banged forward by Tuki. A foul by Fena Hosina. Well, Sudan in 5 direct knockout matches previously. That doesn't include their bronze medal matches. They've only managed 1 win in open play. That was against Zambia in 2018, the quarterfinals. 1-0 victory. They have been to penalty shootouts very frequently, although they do have a good record in shootouts. 3 wins and 1 defeat in 4 previous shootouts. It's a bit of an unwanted record awaiting whichever side were to lose here. Sudan would become the first team to lose 3 semi-finals should they be defeated. For Madagascar, a loss would make them the 3rd side to lose 2 Chan semi-finals, but the 1st side to do so in successive editions. Tuki down, clutching his shin. Plays for Foster Juniors, based out of Mahajanga on the northwest coast. Side that have just 1 league title to their name, earned back in 2019. Wallace Karia, TFF president, would have been, I'm sure, gutted to see his side crash out in the quarterfinals against Morocco. It was superb in the group stages. It's just couldn't get it done against the 2-time champions who have ambitions of becoming the first side in Chan history to win the tournament on 3 separate occasions. They chose to withdraw from the previous edition in Algeria. having won it in 2018 and at the 2020 edition. So they didn't get the opportunity to make it 3 in a row. CASAFA nations have reached 5 CHAN semi-finals, but only Angola have ever won one and progressed to the showpiece. Madagascar would love to be the second to manage it. Toldo watches that out. Sudan with just 1 win in open play in their last 8 matches in this tournament. And we are just over a quarter hour from the end of regulation time. 90 minutes. The potential of a half hour beyond that. Sudan have attempted just 5 shots so far. They attempted 15 in total against Algeria, which is their highest tally at the tournament so far. Madagascar this evening made a stronger start than usual against Kenya in the first half. They had just 1 shot in that opening 45 minutes and was off target. So we get another look at this offside call against Mubarak Abdallah. Tony retrieves. Fired forward where Al-Tayeb takes care of it. Tukiniana, Nalalana, Feno Hasina. Showed too much of it to Mazin Simbo. Feno Hasina has gone into the referee's book. 4th Madagascar player to see yellow today. The 26-year-old who plays for Ayesia. Was formerly playing in the Reunion Islands and then rejoined Ayesia from Algeco Plus in January of this year, having left in 2022. That's 3 goals in 7 CAF Champions League prelim games. He's never advanced beyond the prelims over the course of his career. Now the referee ushering on some medical assistance. Looks to have been potentially a blow to the face. Yeah, Mahamoud has stayed down following this tangle with Feno Hasina, which looks nasty, and he has just been booked. Oh. And now the referee is going over to check the monitor. And I would imagine that once he's had a look at this, Fenohasina is going to walk. So what does the 38-year-old from Tunisia rule? He is calling over Fenohasina. He's already fishing in his pocket. It's a second yellow card and a red. Madagascar must contest the remaining minutes with 10 men. And if this were to head into extra time, they would be at a serious disadvantage. Well, all round, it's been a fairly clumsy display from Fenohasina in practically every regard. He's won only 3 of 18 duels over the course of this match. By far the lowest percentage of anyone on the park. Completed just 1 of the 5 dribbles that he's attempted. And lost possession countless times. And now he's cost his team with that reckless moment. Well, Madagascar in their opening game did play 50 or so minutes without Dax, who you saw moments ago in the dugout. He was red carded against Mauritania, and they were able to hold out and hold on for a 0-0 draw. But this is an entirely different equation as Sudan seek to make their numerical advantage count immediately. Because even if they're able to get to the end of the 90 unscathed, there's another 30 minutes to come. And considering how draining extra time can be to compete a man light, would be a very difficult ask. So even if Madagascar get to the final, Fenohasina will play no part, and were it to be bronze, he would not be involved either. Either way, his tournament is over, as Khadir is the latest player to be booked. Both these teams have already, by making it through to the semi-finals, earned $600,000 US. That's the prize money for 4th place, 700K for 3rd place. Not much difference in that, as Madagascar win themselves a corner. And can they do more from this corner than they have with their previous? Whoever wins tonight is guaranteed $1.2 million. That is the prize money for the runners-up. And the ultimate prize, the new trophy, comes with 3.5 million USD, 75% increase from the previous edition. It's another poor corner. Nicholas wins it. Kenyana didn't have a tight enough touch. Tony thumps it clear. Tabanja. In by Omer. Bono to Ryan. Ahmed Tabanja. Abdul Razik Omer. There will be a corner kick for Sudan off Radoniana. And Mahmoud is the man who will be making way here. On in his place for his second appearance off the bench at this tournament. Mohamed Saeed, 27-year-old from Al Hilal, who made his debut a good 4 years ago, back in 2021, in that famous World Cup qualifier against South Africa, the 2-0 win. Helped Sudan qualify for the upcoming AFCON with 90-minute appearances in 4 of their 6 qualifiers. What an achievement as well for Sudan. As Toldo gets the glove on that one. Concedes another corner. Missed the 2023 AFCON. They last appeared in 2021, which is their only AFCON appearance in the last 6. And they qualified this time around despite playing all of their games away, technically, because their home games were staged in Libya and South Sudan. Needed a draw in their final game against Angola and got one, just to ensure that Niger couldn't join them on the same points, because they did have Niger did have an edge over them in the head-to-head stakes, so they would have gone above them. Third corner in succession. Away by Nicolas. Still suffering, I think, from that blow he took to the face from the now dismissed Feno Hasina. Here's Mahmoud. Chance here for Sudan. Can't latch onto it effectively, Mubarak Abdallah. Mohamed Abuja. Barely tested over the course of this match. In fact, now the goalkeeper in this second half has had anything to do in terms of saves to make. There's yet to be a shot on target in the second period. Sudan actually haven't attempted a shot in the last 30 minutes of play. Tabanja. In comes his cross. Behind for a corner. That's a poor set piece. It's been the story of this game at both sides now. Initially, Sudan put in a couple of decent corners. Omar losing out, sandwiched there. The ball slid through excellently. And it comes towards Lalina. Away. And Abdallah wants the return here. Radoniana. Tossed into play for Tukiniana. Nicolas. It's a good win from Khadir. Abdallah. Still he takes it on. Skips around his man, but good recovery from Madagascar. Tukiniana losing out to Tabanja. Al-Tayeb. Omer. Omer puts the ball in. Oh, it's been put over from 3 yards out. Walidin Khadir had a chance to win it in the final minutes of regulation time. From 3 yards out, couldn't stick it into an open net. Well, Musa Hussein also saw the ball flash past his feet. Can't believe it. Khadir has netted 3 times in 53 international outings. Couldn't make it 4 when it really mattered most. We're moving now into 3 additional minutes at the Benjamin Mkapa National Stadium. Al-Tayeb to Simbo. Al-Tayeb again. Tabanja. Hangs it up towards the edge of the area. Ball just gets away from Khadir. Mr. Hussein can't bring it under his spell. Nicolas takes over. Now Lalina. Worked out wide. Not many numbers waiting in the box. Seized upon by Nicolas. The handball. Free kick opportunity for Madagascar in the closing stages here. Awad, the perpetrator. So the free kick in, it's a fairly decent one, still alive for them there. Goal kick. Bono's remained down. And the referee's whistle sounds to indicate the end of the 90 minutes. And we will be heading now into extra time very shortly. Now, it's become fairly standard over the years in the semi-finals of Chan to see them head to extra time. It's 0-0 here after 90 minutes. Eight of 14 previous semi-finals across 7 editions have gone to extra time. 7 of those 8 matches that required extra time required penalties as well. The only game that went beyond the 90 that actually finished within the additional 30 minutes was in 2018, Morocco's 3-1 win over Libya in the semi-finals. So, having come from the 2022 edition in Algeria, where for the first time ever, none of the quarterfinals went to extra time, and for the first time ever, none of the semi-finals went to extra time, normal service has resumed, shall we say. 2 of the 4 quarters at this edition, and now the first of the 2 semi-finals going to extra time. Remarkably, 5 of the first 6 semi-finals at this tournament across the opening editions in 2009, 2011 and 2014 all went to 120 minutes. Things could have been so different though had Khadir been able to put this away. Palmed into his path by Toldo. He reacted to get a foot on the ball but couldn't keep it down. Slamming the ground in frustration. Terrific little darting run there from Abdul Razik Omer. Omer, who managed to brace against Nigeria and is the only Sudanese player to have picked up Man of the Match awards in 2 games. Did so against Nigeria and against Congo. So Romuald Rokodondrabe has to tinker. And Patrick, who came on as a sub, but very, very early into this game for the injured Manitrusa, is replaced here by Feli, who turned 25 a week and a half back, making his 4th appearance at the tournament. Madagascar get us back underway. We are now into an additional 30 minutes. A half-hour period that the Berea must navigate with just 10 men on the park after the dismissal of Fenoasina. Cross from deep by Khadir. Bono. Lelana. Poor ball and possession now with Omer. Tabanja from range. Ooh. Fizzes wide of the mark. Quite a strike by Ahmed Tabanja. And not far off either. Not a long way wide. Toldo getting nowhere near it. Altayeb. Harmless cross, strays out. Mazen Simbo has gone down. World Cup qualifiers coming up for both of these teams. Both still in contention. Sudan in 3rd. They're level on 12 points with Senegal, who they actually play in their next match. That's on the 5th of September. Having drawn with them 0-0 in March. Over the course of these qualifiers, Sudan have actually managed a win over current group leaders DRC. So they are certainly still in the hunt. So we get a look at why Mazen Simbo is struggling. Madagascar 3rd as well in Group I. They have 10 points. They're behind Comoros Islands on 12. Ghana are leading the way on 15 points. But coming up, Madagascar have what are ostensibly the easier of their ties, all to be staged, or both to be staged in Morocco, home games, but they'll be hosting them at the Larbi Zaouli Stadium in Casablanca against the Central African Republic and Chad, who are the two sides at the bottom of their group. So they might be backing themselves to get a 6-point haul there. They would need to in order to stand any real chance. Nice little chop inside and then set well for the cross. Hussein over the top. Well, it's nicely done by Awad Bushara. And then the little touchdown from Abdul Razak Umar was inch perfect for Hussein to hit it. Umar, who actually has previously provided an assist at the Benjamin Mkapa National Stadium this past season in the CAF Champions League, came off the bench to assist Yazir Mozamel in that 2-0 win over Young Africans. Corner, headed away, and then thumped high by Tabanja. One in the air by Sudan once again. Worked out to Omer. Awad. Forward by Nicholas for Lalana. He's worked it to Kiniana. Hussein is snuck in undetected here. Musa Hussein. Oh! Tried to fire it in at the near post. Kept out by Toldo. Lapse in concentration from Madagascar. The man who got them up and running at this tournament. With the opener against Congo. Looking to fire them into the final. Umar takes. Wide of goal from the substitute Said. Now it's Toldo who is requiring some attention. Well, this is the moment where he was forced to make another crucial save. He appeared to have injured himself in doing so, but he's ready to go once again. Free kick for Sudan. Kiniana with the foul. Scored in his side's Kasafa Cup opener at the 2025 Championships against Tanzania. And they won 1-0. Musab Makin having come on for Mazin Simbo. It's Less than convincing return pass. He's lucky to get away with that. Tony steals in. Fairly fighting hard. Outnumbered on that occasion. Khadir laying it off. Gets the return from Awad. Al Tayyib. Tabanja. This is Saeed. Five minutes to play in the first half of extra time. Some space here to work on the left-hand flank. Now Khadir, little clip forward. It's picked off by Madagascar. Nicholas to Bono. Bono trying to find Feli. Cut out by the 18-year-old, or can't set Ryan on his way. Lalina. Radoniana. Tuki. Tuki rides a challenge. Looking to send it through for Tukiniana. They've prevented the corner kick. But Madagascar dangerous from these kind of positions with the long throw ability of Nicolas. Nicholas will have another opportunity with the long throw. Here's the flick. Easy claim for Mohamed Abuja. Excellent skill. Creating some space here. Chops inside and fires it wide. Well wide. Toldo has made a total of 5 saves already. The man in between the sticks on the other side, there's only been 1 shot on target from Madagascar, and that was blocked away. He's yet to be forced into a save, Mohamed Abuja, as Saeed goes down. Well, you'd hate to be the team with the numerical advantage and still see this go to penalties, where the playing field is leveled once again. Awad. Not a great ball in at all by Musab Makin, who's looked a little uncertain since his arrival on the park. Needs must, of course, in this situation with Mazin Simbo not able to continue, but Musab Makin earning his first minutes in such a crucial match would not be what you want, as Saeed sees yellow. Hoisted upfield. Confidently away. Now Tony gets his head on it. It's back with Sudan once again, and this looks promising for them. Shada. Showed too much of it to Nicholas. It's nicely done by Feli to keep it alive now for Lalana. Feli again, receiving from Tukiniana. Tukiniana. Lalana. Has a go. Capable from distance is Lalana. Right, you just feel in that particular instance, he felt as though maybe he'd run out of options. But Tabanja can't find a way past Ryan. Long throw from Nicholas. Get an opportunity to cross here. In from Nicholas. Over the heads of Mohamed Abuja. That's the end of the first half of extra time. A quarter hour left to play. The referee trying to compel the players to swap immediately without any refreshment break. And after 105 minutes played, the score is as it was when we kicked off, 0-0. So, Mehrez Melki wants to get the game back underway. He's actually in charge of Sudan's 2-0 win over Ghana in AFCON qualifying back in October of last year. Beat them 2-0 in Libya thanks to goals from Ahmed Al-Tesh and Mohamed Abdul Rahman, Al Hilal man, who's actually injured currently, which is why he's not part of this team. So 15 minutes to find a winner, otherwise this match will be settled on penalties. Madagascar were involved in their first Chan penalty shootout in the previous round, their quarter-final against Kenya. Sudan have been involved in 4 previously. All of them coming after 1-1 draws. They won against Niger in 2011. And lost against Angola. Against Libya in 2018. Also involved there in a penalty shootout. That was in the 3rd place playoff. Winning that one to claim bronze. Oh, this is good work from Madagascar perspective. Feli to take the corner. Thump forward by Mohamed Abuja. Clipped into good space by Khadir. Not able to make anything of it was Awad Bushara. Bushara, 19 years of age, actually enjoyed his first taste of CAF Champions League football this past season and made a little cameo here at the Benjamin Mkapa National Stadium. The 2-0 win over Young Africans in the group stages for Al Hilal. Ball out on the far side. In comes the cross. Now Feli for Madagascar. He's found Tukiniana. Gets away from the challenge of Awad Bushara. Tukiniana once again. Disguises the pass. There's a handball from Lalana. Bounced up onto the hand of Lanana, a man who scored the fourth against Central African Republic in a 4-1 World Cup qualifying victory over them. A side he'll have another opportunity against in the coming weeks as they take on CAR again in the qualifiers. Here is Lalana. Lovely ball with the outside of his foot, almost squeezes it through to Tukiniana. Toldo judges the bounce really well. Bono winning it cleanly. Has now won 4 of 6 attempted tackles as young Bono. If his team gets to penalties once again, does he back them to win? Romuald Rokotondrabe. He did so against Kenya, having initially not held the advantage after 3 kicks taken. They were down 3-2. The shot from distance is a fairly tame one. You do wonder whether Tuki, Andrea Narina, the centre half, will be amongst the takers again, having missed in that shootout against Kenya. Edge of the area now. Chance to pull the trigger. Straight at the goalkeeper, who in these closing stages of the match has had to make his first 2 saves. Both have been very routine, though. Radoniana comes diving in. He's had his name taken, which means that, unfortunately for him, he will miss the final should they make it, and he'll miss the bronze medal match if they get knocked out here. So unfortunate. He's managed to survive 113 minutes without being booked before that rash challenge. Will that affect him in the closing moments, knowing that he'll play no further parts in this tournament? For by Al-Tayeb. Off the head of Awad Bashara, claimed by Toldo. Man who will celebrate his 40th birthday at the beginning of next year. Wasn't available to be picked for the previous Chan tournament, as he was still playing his football for St. Louis in the Seychelles. Now with El Jeco Plus. Joined them at the start of this year. Feli. Nicolas. He's the player that has had now more touches than anyone else on the park over the course of this game. Tony battling with Boshara. Manages to dig out a cross, but into the gloves of Toldo. It's found Lalina here. Ryan. Feli on the overlap. Feli's cross in. Ryan. Lalina sets it up. Oh! The 10 men of Madagascar have taken the lead. Deep into extra time. He came off the bench to score in the group stages. He's been thrown on by coach Rakoto Ndrabe in this semi-final, and he's put his side in front. It's a glorious move from Madagascar. Sensational one-touch passing, finished off by Tokiniana. Well, he's involved in the build-up as well. The touch to fellow substitute Ryan, who then lays it into the path of Lalina to bag his 3rd assist of the tournament. Lalina has 5 goal contributions at this Total Energies African Nations Championship. It's not the cleanest of strikes. He just wants to get anything on that, and he has, and he's directed it to goal. Can you believe this? The 10 men of Madagascar lead Sudan with under 4 minutes of time left to play in extra time. Away by Lalina. Well, James Kesiapia, right on the far right-hand side of your screen, looks fairly forlorn, knowing his side have had so many opportunities over the course of this match. Toldo's been forced into 5 saves. Looking to keep yet another clean sheet for Madagascar. Tsukiniana. A 24-year-old from the capital, Antananarivo, made his national team debut just 2 years ago. Has come up with one of the biggest moments in his national side's history. Ryan down under the challenge. This will help to take further minutes off the clock. Sudan can barely bear to look. They thought all the advantages belonged to them. Ryan bursts onto it. Taking their time to get this throw in. 30 seconds remain. A flick by Feli. Mohamed Abuja needs to launch it long and does. Nicholas with the intercepting header. One minute for Sudan to try and force penalties here. Crack clear. Nicholas has been unbelievable over the course of this game. His work rate has been something else. Now Abdallah has to get something into the area. Forces the corner. It's about as dramatic as it can get. 30 seconds remain. This corner will be the last play of the game, in all likelihood. If Madagascar can clear this away, then we wouldn't be at all surprised if the final whistle sounds moments afterwards. In it comes. It's repelled from the box. It's worked out wide again. They're all waiting the cross. The header clear. Still the whistle doesn't sound. And behind for another corner. Referee briefly glanced at his watch. And it comes once again. Work back in. It's frantic stuff from Madagascar. Desperate defending. Hussein crosses into bodies, and there is the final whistle. It's extraordinary from Madagascar, who have played more than 40 minutes here with 10 men. And they are the first island nation to ever appear in an African Nations Championship final. They now await the winner of the other semi-final, featuring two powerhouses, the defending champions Senegal and the two-time champions Morocco. Bitter disappointment for Sudan, who crash out at this stage for the third time. They become the first team in Chan history to taste defeat 3 times in a semi-final. Madagascar, deep into extra time through the sub-Tukiniana, win it 1-0. Well, it's a remarkable story for the Barea, who started their campaign with 1 point from their opening 2 games. They battled back in Group B to win 2 on the spin. They qualified on goal difference across all group games, level on points and head-to-heads with Mauritania in Group B. James Kwesiapia is building something special with Sudan, but today is not their night. And now we will find out who's man of the match. I have an inkling. Oh, Nicholas created 2 chances over the course of the match, more touches than any other player on the park, and was just superb in terms of his relentless running, his willingness to take players on as well, with his sensational dribbling. Very even in terms of the possession when all's said and done, about 50-50 here, and the shots, not much to separate them in that regard either. Equal in terms of shots on goal. But for Madagascar, their first shot on goal came all the way at the beginning of the game. Their final 3 shots on goal came deep into extra time when they had 10 men. 2 fairly tame efforts down the throats of Mohamed Abuja, and then the goal. Even in terms of the passes and the passing accuracy, there's barely anything to split them except the stat that matters most. Madagascar 1, Sudan 0. So with Madagascar through to the final, the second ever CASAFA side to make the Chan showpiece, they now await the winner of Morocco and Senegal. That's clash of the 2 big boys of the competition taking place in Kampala. So Sudan will contest the bronze medal match for the 3rd time in their history. That match to be played in Kampala, whilst the final at the Moi International Sports Centre in Nairobi on the 30th will feature Madagascar against a former champion, regardless of what happens in the other semi-final.